So they made every suppressor absolutely goated. Long story short, I don't think there is a best one, and we're gonna go through basically when I would use each and every suppressor. First of all, it was hard to make a close range suppressor build. All the good suppressors would take away your accuracy, stuff like that. So that's my favorite change to them. But I think this piece, the new FFC double port muzzle brake, is the main reason. This piece is so good that there would almost be no reason to choose anything else. It gives you a whole bunch of firing stability, camera stability, actually fixes up your recoil pattern, and it gives you stability, all in one piece. So it's just ridiculous. Could say it's outrageous. So first of all, I want to actually put these two up against each other. The advanced multi-caliber suppressor. It's amazing now because you get muzzle velocity out of it. You can set your calibrations to ADS speed instead of muzzle velocity to gain handling back, at least the ADS speed. I want to compare it to the PBS Russian suppressor. This is amazing now. This piece used to be way too heavy to use in my opinion, but now it's really good. The difference here is it gives you way more actual horizontal control. As we can see with these bars, they're lower when it comes to the firing camera stability than the multi-caliber suppressor. It means you should use this one when the actual pattern, what you see here, is a zigzag from hell. And this is where it gets confusing because you would think to just use this. I'd say the advanced multi-caliber is better for guns like the M7, where the pattern isn't as much of a zigzag, but when you fire it, it still feels that way. That's pretty much the firing stability coming into play. When you put on the caliber piece, it deals with that. And it's unfortunate that they don't have firing camera stability. And when you add horizontal or vertical firing stability, it doesn't add it to your details whatsoever. So it makes it hard to compare them. You really just have to go off of the feel. This used to be completely irrelevant. The Russian suppressor, it was useless, but now it's actually the best for hip fire builds. If you can, slap it on, because if you're making a hip fire build, you might as well have a suppressor on top of it. Not only that, but you actually gain a lot of accuracy from it. Kind of an obvious one, but definitely the best close range one. And one of my favorite changes for sure. This piece is perfect on the Bison. The Echo Suppressor is still the best when it comes to actual range. It'll add the most range still. So when it comes to like the revolver, getting the one-shot headshot kills, this is the best. And it still adds the most muzzle velocity as well. Really big for SMGs. So even the practical suppressor has a use now. I use this because it has the best handling out of the choices we have here for a sniper. When it comes to this build specifically, we look at the barrel. It's the new lightweight short barrel. The actual fall-off pattern, it's fixed here. So you might as well just go with best handling. If we try and add the maximum range piece, I just don't think it's worth it in my opinion. Still love the silent suppressor when it comes to the M16. It actually boosts the stats that you need down here. These bottom three, not the top two and one. Also gives you a bunch of firing stability. Like, it's a lot. This sounds weird, but I actually like the decreased fire rate, especially on the Marksman rifles, because I can spam it a bit more, but it actually hits, I actually hit shots when I'm shooting it faster. Whereas when I spam the normal fire rate, it starts to fly all over the place and it's not very consistent. The Whisper Tactical Suppressor got a huge glow up. This thing was already good, but now it's amazing. The only problem is you lose accuracy with it now. So the Whisper is really good if your pattern like is already overall like easy to use, like the Scar. It's just a stat booster really. And then it gives you range and muzzle velocity as well. That's really useful because then we can, like I said, set this to ADS speed. Just gotta make sure that your movement speed is at a decent speed. The M7 Practical Suppressor is really good now too. It's just it kind of gets outshined by the other ones in my opinion. So I haven't really been using this one as much as the multi-caliber or the Whisper. It's pretty much in between everything. Like, if you want something just above the hip fire build suppressors, but you don't want the long range super heavy ones, it's a really nice piece. It's just a really nice balance. The AK Bravefire is also good, gives you a ton of stability, The problem with the Brave Fire is you don't get control. Like, you gain a tiny bit, but I would rather make my foundation for stability the tower grip with the stable grip base. Because if I'm going to be sacrificing that handling, at least I'll get a bunch of control out of it too. This is almost, not including the AKs because of this, it's tied for the best control as well. So it's better off just going here instead of on your muzzle, in my opinion. But still a great piece. And I'm sure there's some really good combos you can do with this. I've used it in the past on the SR3M before they nerfed it. And yeah, there's definitely some options for it out there. You just gotta find them. For the Resonant sniper rifle suppressor, the only time I use this is on the AWM, simply to get that one shot to the chest kill at the maximum possible distance. This is a random one. I think this is a really good suppressor. It's just I would rather have the handling for the sprint to fire speed. -8's pretty tough, so I would rather maximize my sprint to fire, and honestly the difference, it's not that big of a deal in my opinion. When it comes to the best built-in suppressor, recently they buffed the one on the AUG, so now it actually has better stats than the one with better range. Usually when you see this, you know that's going to be the one with the best control, stability, but the handling sucks. Not the case with the AUG. They went and buffed this, and it's a really cool piece. Special mention to the stealth suppressor on the SR3M. I feel like a lot of people won't know this exists. It's a good piece, but I think we really need that control. Here's another example of when I went with the multi-caliber. It's actually for a hipfire build. It's the only one here that doesn't give us a negative effect. There's nothing here that gives us a positive one, so you might as well add some muzzle velocity to it. Some more good examples here. This is the Whisper on the Uzi. We all know the Uzi is a very smooth gun, so that's why it's got that. And then the MP5. Another perfect example of the pattern's not actually that bad. It just looks and feels bad. That's why we have the advanced. The Russian SMG also fits very well on the Vityaz, because this is a heavy SMG. This thing is basically an assault rifle. The pattern's not too bad to begin with. Yeah, it just fits really well. This Echo suppressor on the shotgun as well is pretty good. It matches the stats of the best Vortex choke when it comes to aiming spread. So that's what makes it one of the best. So for assault rifles, I lean more towards this and the Whisper for sure. So there's my insight on the suppressors. Hope this helps. May have been a little bit random. Be sure to join the Discord for actual notifications. Set the sub bell to all posts, and I'll see you in the next video. Peace out.
This one packs a punch! Ooh! Releasing dragonfly! Enemy down! Stop complaining! Get up and you're still alive.
Very thankful.